Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and for those of you who are brand new here, welcome and thank you so much for checking out this video. I'm thrilled to be collaborating with a brand that I love called Ecoviva. They're the sponsor of today's video, and this is the second collaboration I'm doing with them. I first collaborated with Ecoviva back in June of this summer. They sent me this incredible reverse osmosis water filtration system. I've linked that video at the end of this one so you can check it out next. For this collaboration, Ecoviva very kindly sent me 2 water filters to put into my water filtration system as replacements. So I'm going to show you how to install these 2 water filters and then do the full system reset on the machine. First though, I want to tell you a little bit about Ecoviva. It's a brand that develops and sells reverse osmosis water filtration systems with the goal of helping people remove harmful substances from their water while keeping in the essential minerals and improving its taste. I've been using my Ecoviva reverse osmosis water filtration system every single day since they sent it to me, and I absolutely love the purified water that I get to drink every day. Before I get started with the filter replacement and reset process, I want to tell you a little bit about each of these filters. I'll start with this one. This is the reverse osmosis filter. The way this filter works is it forces water through a barrier, and this barrier is able to trap certain contaminants like bacteria and viruses and heavy metals. And then we've got this filter. It says CF, that stands for composite filter. This filter blocks large particles like rust and sediment from entering the filtered water. It absorbs harmful substances like residual chlorine, and it can also inhibit and sterilize bacteria. I'll take these out of the boxes so you can see what each of the filters look like. And you know what? These are covered in some plastic wrap, so let me grab my, well, maybe just a knife will do. All right, let's get that plastic off, shall we? All right, there you go. Here's what the filters look like, and they each have little handles on the top. You'll see in just a moment how easy it is to replace them thanks to the handles. First things first, I'm going to remove the water tank at the back of the machine. So I'll just lift this up gently with both hands. You can see that this is full of tap water that hasn't been filtered yet, and I'm just going to set this off to the side. Next, I'll remove the filter cover that's on the top of the machine, and this does fit pretty snugly. You just kind of have to use your thumbs to kind of push it up a bit, and you'll hear it unsnap from the top. This is where the filters are sitting in the machine. Let's move this carafe because that's gonna just fall and roll around everywhere. The 2 old filters are sitting in the machine. I'm gonna carefully use the handles to lift the old filters out of the machine. You can see this one is the composite filter, and then this one is the reverse osmosis one, and I'm gonna set these off to the side since they're old. Now it's time to insert these new filters. The bottom of the reverse osmosis filter has 4 holes. This is the composite filter CF, and it's got 5 total. I'm gonna aim this in the correct direction so that it'll fit properly. And then if you just push down, you'll feel that the filter is actually sitting into the machine. So that one's good. The handle is pushed down. Next up, reverse osmosis filter, and push down, handle, boom. The new filters are sitting in the machine now, nice and flat. So cover first, and then water tank. Now it's time to do the reset process. Let's get this plugged in first. I didn't want to have it plugged in while I was tinkering around with the filters. You heard that little beeping, which is just the sound it makes when you plug it in. Let me turn this around so you can see what's happening. The water went down a little bit. I had it more up to this level, so it's just reacting to those new filters. What you're seeing on this control pad is the source TDS. It's basically scoring the cleanliness of the tap water that I put into the water tank. The higher you go, the more contaminants there are in the water, so you want the TDS number to be going down. You want it to be low because that means the more filtered and purified it is. The machine is done with its startup process that you were just hearing, so now let's start the reset. First, I'm going to press and hold the reset button for 3 seconds. and you'll see that this button here, this is the RO filter button, that is blinking. That means that I've selected the RO. And if I short tap the reset flush button, the CF button is going to be blinking. So whichever one is blinking at you, that's the one that you've selected for reset. I'll start by resetting the reverse osmosis filter. So I'll hold this 1, 2, 3 seconds. This is blinking, and then I'm going to press it for 2 seconds. And I'll wait for this to calm down, and then I'll move on to the CF filter. You can definitely see the water moving in the water tank at the back. The reverse osmosis RO filter reset is done. So let's go back, hit the reset flush button, hold it down for 3 seconds, tap this so that the CF is blinking because I want to reset that one too. I'll hold this down for 2 seconds. And again, I'll let it do its thing. What this process is doing is telling the machine that there's new filters and it's resetting the filter's lifespan because I want the machine to know that these are new and they can be used now for several months to come, if not longer than that. The CF filter is now done. Let's get started with this. I'll back the filter up so you can see it more holistically. Now that both the RO and CF filters have been reset, I'm gonna hit this reset flush button. And now what it should be doing is doing like a full system reset. That's done. And since the water level did go down a little bit, there's a few different volume options, you know, 0.4 liters of water, 0.8, and all the way up to 1.2 liters. That's pretty much this entire carafe. To be safe and to make sure I don't run out of water, I'm just gonna hit the 0.4 liter button and see what happens. Whoa. This is definitely something you'll see if you check out the first collaboration I did with Ecoviva. And this is something I've noticed with other water filter systems too. When you're first filtering water, there's gonna be some dark material that comes out, and that's residue from the filters. I'll filter this at least 5 times and then start filtering water to drink. All right, there's the first batch of water. So let's pour that out because you definitely don't want to drink that. Let's run this a second time. Water tank off, and the machine does beep at you. It just wants you to know that there's no water back there. So I'm gonna refill this. Put the lid back on, slide it back into place. And then it does its little flushing cycle for about 2 minutes. Let's hit the 1.2 liters since why not just do more volume, and I've got the water tank completely filled up with tap water. Something I find really satisfying about this machine is looking at what the source TDS is, basically the tap water purity score, and then what the filtered water purity score is at the end, because it is a pretty noticeable difference. You can tell that this second filtration cycle is not nearly as dark as that first one, so there's less residue coming through from the filters. Right. Ooh, that scared me a little bit, but this second filtration cycle is done. Even though this looks really clean, clear, I can see through it pretty much. I am gonna dump it in my sink, and then I'll run this for 3 more cycles, maybe 6 if I wanna be extra thorough, and then carry on with filtering water to drink. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much to Ecoviva for this second brand collaboration opportunity. I love this brand. I love this product. It's a staple of my home. And it really gives me peace of mind knowing that even though I don't mind drinking city tap water, I'm here in Minneapolis and the water is very drinkable. This is just another layer of purifying water and removing anything out of the water that the city filtration system just wasn't able to get. Also, the product link for this water filtration system is down in the description box. I've also linked these 2 lovely filters for you so you can check out these products on the Ecoviva website. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Try to stay hydrated if you can because it's very hot summer weather right now, at least for me here in Minneapolis. And I'll catch you in either the next video or short upload or the next live stream. Bye!